The only election that will be organized in Biafraland are Biafran elections. And we are already preparing the appropriate body to start the process of the election in Biafraland, which some states that are ready as quickly as they are possible, we start going into election in Biafraland. We already got a couple of governors in the Biafraland that are ready for election. The government will review all that they have in the area of security, in the area of the preparedness of the people, and start the election. We'll be doing it one state at a time. But some state governors have already declared that in the next couple of months, they will be ready to conduct their first election in their states in Biafraland. There are 40 states in Biafraland. Those are the only states that we will allow to conduct election in Biafraland. I want everyone to remember that.
This yesterday USB live broadcast. One now, Bruno Chegibian so settle down watch this particular video. Ask him to someone depending on your time zone and your location. Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, the DPM and COS of the United States of Biafra, is about to set another fresh record. We are doing this broadcast yesterday under the USB government. We now what Biafrans that now Biafra government is about to host their first ever election at Biafraland. One now, the Canadian government now follow their own election. Dr. Ngozi Orabueze is going to teach you that now a way we figure the Canadian election, not Biafra USB election card game na Biafraland. Achom ki settle on down. Watch this particular video from beginning to the end. Kinuru kosi we kuya, kinuya direct from the horse's mouth. A lot was also discussed during this live broadcast. That is why in the sige chotan know that the Bob Niga for that settle down. Watch this particular video from beginning to the end. Do not skip any part of it. You watch see you but drop one more opinion again in a comment section. Ikabakwaro to sa video. And to all of you who wish me happy birthday during my birthday celebration, I ask them that you cook biama gozere mono nini wana. Thank you all. Watch the video. You watch share. You drop one more opinion again in a comment section. To sa video because a whole lot of Biafrans, a whole lot of people needs to see this video. Enjoy the rest of the videos. I'll be right back.
Welcome Biafrans to today's fundraising, and again, we apologize for starting late. We missed since morning several meetings, but even at the point when it was time for fundraising, we also had a meeting going on that caused a delay in starting this fundraising. Label Christopher, if you can please check your WhatsApp. Again, I thank all Biafrans that are here present today to this fundraising. My name is Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. I welcome you Biafrans today. It is a special day for us. As we have already released, I'm going to make some pronouncements towards the full restoration, the full protection of the United States of Biafra, our people, and our environment. I want to first use this opportunity to recognize and appreciate and honor our leader, Onyedu Nnamdi Kanu. He is one of the reasons for the seasons. It's because of him that we are doing what we're doing today, which is the freedom, the restoration, the protection of the United States of Biafra. We thank God we've achieved that. We want to thank him for what he does every day. We thank him for his resilience. And we pray God to continue to protect him from the hand of the evil terrorist state of Nigeria. Nothing will happen to you. I want to use this opportunity to remember our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, who is being held questioning case court by Alexander Stubb of Finland as we speak. Dear friends, appreciate him, we honor him, we want him to be resolved. Because that which both of them seek, we already got. We appreciate you, His Excellency. I want to use this opportunity to remember the United States of Biafra Defense Forces, the Liberation Army, the Navy, and the Air Force. I also want to use this opportunity to appreciate the Biafra Liberation Army, the Biafra Defense Forces, the Navy, and the Air Force. We thank them for what they've been doing, both from the awareness stage of where we are to the liberation stage of where we are, and now to a full-fledged nation that was declared on November 29, 2024 in last year as a sovereign state of Biafra, the United States of Biafra. We thank them. I also want to use this opportunity to thank all the cabinet members, the head of different departments of the United States of Biafra government for what they do tirelessly, working day and night behind the scene to ensure that this reality we are right in now was realized. I thank the heads of the missions, different countries across the world. I thank the 40 state governors in Biafraland and their commissioners on what they do every day to ensure that the United States of Biafra is a reality as quickly as possible. I thank you all. I thank all the stakeholders in all the 40 states of Biafraland doing what they are doing every day. Okay. Right. Yeah. Today, I'll be with you in a minute. I'm so beautiful. Thank you. To do whatever they got to do every day to ensure that Biafra is no longer history. Biafra is a reality, whether the enemies agree or they don't agree. Whether Tinubu of Nigeria, our sister neighboring nations, agree or not. Whether Christopher Musa agrees or not. We thank all the stakeholders of Biafra that are working every day in different categories to ensure that the United States of Biafra is protected and we all go back to our motherland to be happy, to enjoy the peace that we need in our country and develop our country and the people to the highest level possible, which many of us are doing in different countries across the world. We thank them. I want to use this opportunity to recognize and thank our allies who are working privately behind the scene to ensure that Biafra is protected as quickly as possible. Thank you all so much for what you do to support this new nation, financially, spiritually, emotionally, educationally. All your contributions, I truly appreciate that, and I thank you so much. I want to thank organizations like the ABID, the Biafran soldiers of Biafran descent. I happened to have a meeting with them yesterday, and it was a very fruitful meeting. I thank them.
Yes, veterans, DPM, veterans.
Sorry, veterans of Biafran descent. Thank you so much for what you all do. Not only to help Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, in the court, in the zoo terrorist court in Nigeria, to ensure that Nigeria let him alone, leave him alone, let him go. He has not committed any crime except protecting his people from the reintegrated and rehabilitated terrorists brought in by Nigeria into the Nigerian communities. These people kill men, rape our women, destroy our homes, burn our homes. Thank you. Thank your organization. We appreciate your organization for what you do. And we look forward to a more robust plan to ensure we protect Biafraland from the enemies. I want to also thank all the cabinet members of the United States of Biafra for what they do every day to ensure that we go home as quickly as possible. Thank you all for what you do, the different departmental heads, the secretaries of the different departments. Those enemies of Biafra that do not want a free notion, those that do not want good things in their life. I know you are listening to me, so we welcome you. I want to let Biafrans know that we are doing awesomely well. Just take that. We are doing extremely well. This United States of Biafra government and the Biafran people, they are doing very, very well. Some of you may have seen we are countries that support the freedom of the people, the respect of the basic right of people, people that knows the ills that the Nigerian state headed by President Tinubu and the defense chief Christopher Musa is doing to the citizens. Countries that recognize that. We thank them. We thank them. Countries like Canada that have declared APC, PDP. These are political parties of President Tinubu and Christopher Musa, declare them as a terrorist organization. That is how you classify terrorism. When you have the president of a country that engages in the killing of its people, reintegration of non-terrorists, rehabilitation of non-terrorists, who they hire into the police, into the army, give them AK-47, send them across the whole Nigeria, also in Biafraland, to kill indigenous people. That is terrorism. And most of us got the report this week when a Canadian court have declared President Tinubu's APC party as a terrorist organization. That is the real terrorist organization. The whole world are following, the whole world are witnesses to how the Nigerian state and their parties are the terrorists, not innocent Biafrans like you and I, who are being branded as terrorist financiers, as terrorists, or our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, or our PM, Simon Edna, whom Finland has branded as a terrorist financier. No, Finland, you need to take a lesson 101 from Canada on what constitutes terrorism. Who are the real terrorists? Not we, not innocent Biafrans. We live by the rule. We obey the rules of every country where we are. But we thank the Canadian government for calling a spade and labeling Tinubu and Christopher Musa as belonging to terrorist organizations. That is what they sponsor. That is who they are. That is the fact of the matter. Today there was a report. The Nigerian state, in either Kano or Kaduna state, where they were planning to run an election. And this terrorist organization, headed by Tinubu, they came and hijacked the polling boxes, the polling papers, everything. It was swept away. And these are people, they were trying to organize some election in the northern part of Nigeria, which all of us say, no, there will never be. The only election that will be organized in Biafraland are Biafran elections. And we are already preparing the appropriate body to start the process of the election in Biafraland, which some states that are ready as quickly as they are possible, we start going into election in Biafraland. We already got a couple of governors in the Biafraland that are ready for election. The government will review all that they have in the area of security, in the area of the preparedness of the people, and start the election. We'll be doing it one state at a time. but some state governors have already declared that in the next couple of months, they will be ready to conduct their first election in their states in Biafraland. There are 40 states in Biafraland. Those are the only states that we will allow to conduct election in Biafraland. I want everyone to remember that. Hold on. So we thank everyone. Can you take me out, please? So we thank everyone, and we are moving forward. We are moving forward, and we are getting the support. Our allies are looking at all the documents, they're looking at all the papers. And in the next couple of weeks, we will be having support, official support, from countries that believe in the United States of Biafra as a country. I want to also use this opportunity to inform Biafrans about the resolutions that we arrived at to redeploy all the Biafra military to their states. Remember, we have moved from the awareness stage, we've passed that level. We moved into the liberation stage, we've passed that level. We are now a full-fledged sovereign nation, and we must structure our country peacefully to the status that it needs, which is, at this point, we are building a Biafra nation in all angles, in all ramifications. So we have mandated to all Biafran military to move to their states. This is in line with our constitution. Therefore, we are building a confederating state where the states are independent. That is why we have decentralized military, where the states are independent but with some connections at the federal. We do not want to build a country like Nigeria where everything happens at the federal level, everything is centralized, where if you are a criminal in Aba State or Sokoto State, you will get permission from Abuja before you can arrest that criminal. That will not happen in Biafraland. So the structure that we laid down by our Prime Minister for the Confederated State, that is what we are building. State police, state military, that will be able to tackle the insecurities, the criminality in their own state, real time, fast time. That is the country we are building. So due to that and other reasons, we've discovered some people claim they don't believe in the new nation, and we cannot allow that to happen and survive even 1 second. Our Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu has wanted a new nation for Biafrans. Our PM has wanted a new in Finland on November the 29th, where our PM prepared everyone from January 2024 to November 2024 before Finland took him away in collaboration with the terrorist state of Nigeria. So we are a sovereign state. We declared our freedom, we declared our independence. In our constitution, which was approved by the Prime Minister, we are running a confederacy. That confederacy requires 40 states of Biafra, with the commissioners already established. There is nothing today as any federal camp, nothing today as any federal military. All the United States of Biafra military that used to be on the federal have been ordered to move to their states. That will make us quickly to protect our land and remove the Nigerian reintegrated terrorists operating as either Nigeria police, Nigeria and whatever men and whatever guys they are in our Biafra land. They must leave. We have peacefully written to them to leave. They must leave because we are a sovereign nation. Every Biafran military that believes in our Onyen Nnamdi Kanu, in our Prime Minister, you must move back to your state. In the 40 states of Biafra, liaise with your state commanders, your county district commanders, and your state governors. That is the expectation. That's the order from the redeclared United States of Biafra government. Anything outside this, you are working against this new nation of Biafra. There are no east walls about it. That instruction is very clear. Again, we welcome everyone. I thank all of you. I'm not going to take a lot of your time from D at this point. I am going to hand it over to you. And then the last thing I wanted to say is that currently the terrorist state of Nigeria is occupying a foreign land in Biafra. Currently, we see their armored tanks in Okiwe, we see them in Olu, we see them everywhere in Enugu. The Nigerian state has no right to be in Biafraland at this point. We are telling them to leave. We do not need terrorists in our land. Biafra is a Christian nation. And Nigeria has been declared as the most dangerous place in the world for Christians to exist. Biafrans are mostly Christians. Nigeria must remove all their arms, all their integrated terrorists, all their military, all their police from Biafraland. They must do that. They must do that. Because they are currently occupying a foreign land. We've written them peacefully to leave our land. So that the United States of Biafran government, military, and police will start to do their work and protect their people. They will do that. Nigeria must exit Biafra land peacefully, or we will make them leave. Thank you so much, Afandi. Go ahead, please.
Thank you.